Nothing to get hung about. Strawberry fields forever.
This is Jim Fetzer, your host on The Real Deal, where we have had some unexpected events taking place, not only yesterday, late in the show, but even today, getting connected with our featured guest. And I'm very happy to say we have a volunteer who has joined us now. His name is Killtown, and next to Ace Baker, I think Killtown has perhaps done the most important work on video fakery. Killtown, it's a pleasure to have you back on the show.
Hi, Jim. Thanks for having me in such a bizarre episode.
Bizarre is the right word. Actually, I meant to use it myself because I think that's right. Do you have any sense yourself of what was going on here? Of course, one of the points that Ace was making was how he had been given the boot from so many forums, including yours. And as you know, of course, I sought to mediate that. I thought it would be good to have him back on. I believe we should have, a vigorous debate among all parties here in our search for truth about 9/11. But just tell me, did you hear the show yesterday?
Well, I was on Skype, and my buddy who goes by Total Info, he has a radio show on Revere Radio Network, Skyped me, and he said that he thought Ace Baker just killed himself on your show, and I didn't know if he was joking or what, so I went on and caught the streaming show, your last couple minutes of you, and I heard you talk, because obviously something happened. I heard your voice and stuff, and just kind of trying to find out, and heard the Jack Blood show afterward. Jack mentioned that he thought Ace might have shot himself, and I just thought, oh my God, what the hell just went on?
I know.
So then I kept listening and found out when you said that, police went over there and saw that he was alive and well, and what can I say? I mean, I think this is totally typical of this Ace character. I've never liked him. I've never trusted him. I've always thought he was a dirty character, shady. I tried to tell you a couple of times how I didn't trust him, and he just seems to be a weird character. Kind of comes onto the scene, out of nowhere, like he's a Johnny come lately, and then he's trying to take over the No Planes movement, and says his way. It's like his way or the highway. He knows what's correct. All of us else is, everyone else, like Simon Shack from September Clues, BS Registration from 9/11 Octopus, myself are pushing quote disinformation because he thinks the videos were faked in a different way, and it's just like a real arrogant, conceited attitude he comes with, and he's not going to win a lot of friends having that kind of attitude. And I think his little stunt he pulled yesterday just proves our case that the guy's untrustworthy. Whether he's a agent or mentally unstable, he's just bad for the No Planes movement.
Well, I'm very upset about all this. I haven't completely lost faith in him, believe it or not. But, I still am impressed with so much of his work. But this is obviously a very disillusioning experience. I know you weren't set up for today. I'm just wondering whether, we might want to visit your website and go through some of the studies you put together, because I think they're extremely important in understanding the whole idea of video fakery and No Planes. Is that something we might do today?
Yeah, we can do that loosely. You can you can just Skype my name. I go by Killtown. You'll find my blog, and you'll find my website, and you can also visit the forum I help run at 911movement.org.
Okay, but your email, the address, the URL for your website is Killtown at blogspot.blogspot?
Yeah. My blog is killtown.blogspot.com.
Okay. Go in there now. Here we go. Lowrider gets fairy tale axed at YouTube. What's going on there?
Well, I had that was just my video. One of my episodes of my Hoodwinked at Shanksville series that shows that no plane crashed there, and I put some background music in it, and one of the music songs was Lowrider from War, and I guess that was copyrighted, so YouTube took it down, which is really weird because it was just a short clip, couple seconds of that song that was way deep into the video, so I feel like someone kind of narked on me.
That doesn't sound legit. I mean, there must be a fair use with regard to music, just as there is with regard to books and other
Well, in YouTube is notorious for censoring stuff, so I don't really care. I posted it up on another on live video, so it'll probably stay there for a while. But so I don't know where you want to go. I kind of want to talk about what happened with Ace Baker.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that.
I know you have kind of high esteem for him, the guy, but I just can't see how his actions yesterday can be forgivable. I mean, I think what he did, faking your suicide on a radio show is probably the most unforgivable thing you can possibly do on a radio show.
Rather shameless, I would say, yes.
Especially when he invokes his children and stuff. I mean, what if they were listening and stuff? And what about all the people who were listening who almost had a heart attack and felt sick to their stomach hearing what he did? Jim, I just don't know how you can forgive him for this.
Yeah.
He must have he'll have to have a very good story and an excuse for what he did. And after it's done, I noticed he had logged on to our forum at 911movement.org. And I saw him lurking around. And I called him out. I said, hey, you better explain what you just did and why you did it. And he didn't say anything. And he could have gone over his other forum he hangs out with all his fans over at pumpitout.com. I saw him log in once, briefly logged out, but he never logged back in. And he never gave any explanation. So I just don't see how you can forgive him and really take him serious anymore. I hate to say it, but
stand by, Killtown. We'll be right back.
Gotcha.
Well, I think I started one of your studies.
Oh, videos.
That's where it's coming from. You got so much interesting stuff. Yeah, say whatever. Say anything more you want to say here. It's all right with me.
Are we on air still?
He was actually lurking around websites after this event had occurred.
He was lurking around our forum at 911movement.org. I saw his name. He was logged in. So it was obviously he was just observing what our reactions were going to be. And, I called him out. I said, hey, man, we see you. You better say something. Why'd you do it? And, he never posted anything.
I see you got an article here about it. This is interesting. You actually put it up already. That's very, very good, Killtown.
Yeah. I got a link at the forum. And
Ace Baker's fake on-air suicide on Jim Fetzer's show, January 6, 2009, published 6 January 2009, clip from Jim Fetzer's new The Real Deal radio show where suspected phony no planer Ace Baker pretends to shoot himself live on air. Fetzer confirmed later that the police arrived at Ace's home to find him alive and well. For all the latest updates on this despicable hoax, the suspected shill, go to forum.911movement.org.
And remember, Ace says he's a sound engineer. If you go back and listen to that gunshot, it's a total fake gunshot.
You consider it to be a fake, phony sound?
Oh, yeah. Well, all you have to do is right before he's about to, quote, shoot himself, you can hear the echoing from your voice. That means he's turning up his mic or turning up something so you can hear it more. So it was obviously, his sound engineering ingenuity.
Oh, well, listen, Killtown, let me see something here. I want to thank you for this brief discussion about it. I think I've...
Uh-oh. Did we fade?